Well, good evening. As I look around this room, I see Andy's and I see Amy's. I came tonight prepared as a law enforcement leader, as a father, to talk about gun violence and how I see gun violence in my 37-year career as a police officer and 10 years as sheriff. But as we saw tonight, my view changed. I'm an Andy. I'm married to an Amy. And I have a Robbie. I live in Wisconsin because of our quality of life. What I saw tonight resonates what's occurring all across our country. We've lost our soul. Andy talked about our politicians. I'm a politician. Well, sort of. I run for office every 4 years, but I'm a career law enforcement officer. In 2006, actually in 1979, I raised my right hand and swore to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America and to uphold the Constitution of our great state of Wisconsin. And for 37 years, I hope to have done that. But our country is in crisis. We are a country filled with violence. This year alone, we've seen a 225% increase in gun violence against our law enforcement officers. Just this past week, we lost 3 police officers to gun violence. Now, the deaths of law enforcement officers are at an 11% decrease nationwide, and that's because most cops lose their lives in motor vehicle accidents, not gun battles. But this year, 2016, a 225% increase. And as a nation, we've become prepared to wake up every morning, and as we turn on the TV, we open the Journal-Sentinel, or in my case, the Wisconsin State Journal. We've become accustomed to the violence occurring in our communities. And that's unfortunate, because where has Whitman's ideal of a community, a country, a family gone? We've lost our soul. When those who seek the highest office in the country look to perpetuate violence. One thing I agree with Andy on, I think we vote Springsteen. I thank you for this great opportunity. I've committed myself to a career of public service. Service to others over service and desires of myself. And I'm joined by many, many law enforcement leaders like that. But we join in concern about our country, our communities, and our families, and the access to firearms in our communities. I upheld the Constitution, which includes the right to bear arms. But we as gun owners need to be responsible to ensure that those firearms are locked up and not accessible. We as a state need to reassess the fact that we abolished a 5-day waiting period. In my county, 3 days after we abolished a 5-day waiting period, we had a domestic violence homicide in which a young girl was stalked and shot in a grocery store parking lot by a young man who purchased that handgun 3 days earlier, went to a gravel pit to learn how to use it, and proceeded to shoot and kill this young girl. We need to be conscious of who we're electing to office to ensure that the ideals of Whitman are reestablished in our homes, in our state, in our country. If not for us, for Robbie's. Thank you.